Well, this year is the Kia Picanto hatchback, and the car maker will launch this car towards the beginning of 2019 or the end of this year. And it is something very similar to the Hyundai Grand i10 in terms of its size as well as dimensions. It also has a similar engine. It has a 1.2 litre petrol engine which makes about 82 bhp of power. So you can expect performance figures to be as good as the Grand i10, but we're not comparing with the Grand i10 because this is Kia, and they are of course a sister concern of Hyundai, but Kia claims that they will be completely separate from Hyundai. In terms of the looks, on the outside it does look very smashing and does look much more bolder than Hyundai, but how are the interiors? Let's have a quick look inside and figure that out. Well, so here I am inside the Kia Picanto hatchback, and this is the GT version of the car, which means that this car will probably not come to India because it also has a sunroof, and a sunroof on a small car is something which is unheard of. But who knows, Kia might actually get all this into India. You also get this huge touchscreen over here, which really does look nice and smart, and the gauges also have a sporty touch and feel to them. Now, the quality of materials used is much better than its main rivals at this price point, and the seats also seem a lot more comfortable. In terms of its cabin ambience, it definitely feels a lot more sportier and a lot more livelier than some other cars at this price point. And as I just said, the quality is very good because these cars also sell very strongly in Europe, which is a very quality conscious market. Now, in terms of features, as I just said, it gets a nice touchscreen. You also get multiple airbags as well as ABS and ESP as standard. And we aren't sure what features will finally arrive into India, but this one, as I said, has that sunroof. That alone can be a deal maker for a lot of car buyers. Let's jump into the back seat and see how good they are now. Well, so this car shares a lot of its components with the Grand i10, but remember the Grand i10 which is sold in India is sold with a longer wheelbase. So this one, in terms of rear legroom, isn't as impressive as the Grand i10s, and it is just about adequate. There is a little bit of place below the front seats where I can stretch my feet, so that should be decent in terms of taller people. Headroom is more than adequate because Kia has sculpted out the roof at the back, so it is a nice area for your headroom. In terms of seat comfort, it is a comfortable place to be in, but as I said, not the best in terms of knee room. Ideally, it should be good for 2 occupants, but not really great for 3 because it is not a very wide car at the back. Overall, it is impressive and does look very sporty in terms of its ambience. Well, in terms of boot space, the Picanto's boot isn't the most impressive. It is just about adequate for a couple of small soft bags, but for those big airport transfers, it isn't really great. It's a great city car, but for highway trips, you will definitely need something bigger. And as I just said, it is based on the or shares its platform with the Grand i10, and in terms of space, the Grand i10 definitely has the edge.